All right, guys. Hopefully you can hear me because we're going now. Take three. You guys said you heard me the last time, but I didn't get confirmation, so we're just gonna go with it now. Hopefully you guys can hear me, so everything looks good. All right. Welcome to the 2023 PSHL 2 Draft Lottery Show. Again, I want to take a moment to thank all my GMs for another great season. I know that most of you guys are in both leagues. I appreciate all the time you guys to dedicate to running both teams successfully. Um, Thanks for all the support this season. I know it was a tough season because my two job situation, but the second job has now ended, and now I have more time to dedicate to improving the leagues and making them run good. So, um, thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Again, because of my work schedule, we're going to be changing sim times around to 4 p.m. Eastern on most days, and again, I will let you guys know ahead of time what time the sims are going to be. So. Again, this was a very successful year for PSHL2 to get underway. FHM 9 seemed to be really cool. Sim engine scores seem to be down a little bit. We bumped up the settings a little bit to try and get more scoring next season. Just we basically had a full league all season long. We just got rid of one GM because he did not export for the important two sims for signing prospects and finishing up any kind of internal signings he needed to do to his team. So he was removed and already replaced by Jeff Whitaker, the Flyers GM of PSHL 1. So another active GM added to our GM base. So it's going to be fun to have season number 2 coming up here. So let's go ahead and go. This is again the Connor Bedard draft for the 2023 PSHL 2 season. So good luck to all teams involved. Again, this is a pretty deep draft because this is the draft that came already with edited players by the FHM developers. So it's a deep draft. It's a good draft. A lot of people are going to be trading for picks in the next few days, and a lot of value is going to be on those picks. So it should be fun. Probably going to be a very active draft as far as picks moving around too. So again, the plan is for Saturday to be the draft. It's going to be at 12 noon Eastern start. It's going to be 4 rounds deep. So, however long it takes us to get 4 rounds done, we're going to stick and go through it. Again, later on in the draft, second, third, fourth rounds start going faster because of teams will not want to hang around for 4 hours. They'll submit a draft list and we'll go by that, or they'll just get autoed. So those later rounds go real fast. The final 3 rounds, 5 through 7, will take place Sunday. Those will be list draft only. So once the file is sent out on Saturday, you'll have that time to compile your list for Sunday's list draft portion that will have exports due at noon Eastern as well. And I'll run the list draft through the game. And if you don't submit a list, then you will be autoed at that point. So again, you gotta at least be actively drafting or have a list to get your activity points. If you are autoed at any point, you lose your activity point for that day. So another thing to keep in mind, I already compiled a list. It's a good thing to have a cheat sheet available, not only for the live draft portion if you're going to be there, but if something comes up and you got to leave, at least you'll have a list already in game that you could export and we could go by. But again, I mean, even if you're drafting live, it's still a good help to have that list. And then I always remove people from my list once they're drafted. Even though we'll have the draft spreadsheet updating lists as they go, it kind of helps to have that draft list in game, so you can kind of sort it the way you want to sort it to see who you want to draft. So again, if any questions come up, just hit me up in the Discord, and we'll go through it. Again, Saturday is the draft. This coming Saturday, so you have a few days to get things going. Once I run this draft lottery sim, we'll advance one day to the draft, and then I will export the file for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and reveal the draft order here. Again, the Chicago Blackhawks, from their horrible tank season, have the best odds of drafting first overall to get Connor Bedard. This is the first time we're actually using the in-game lottery system. We always use an external website for our lottery, so this is going to be kind of cool because it will reveal each team in order, and we'll kind of know when someone does jump up and win the lottery. So this is only for the top 2 picks. If a team is out of order as we reveal, you're going to know that team won a lottery pick and will draft either number 1 overall or number 2 overall, and then the rest will be based on reverse standings. So without further ado, let's go ahead and reveal the 16th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL draft. That pick belongs to the Philadelphia Flyers. So the Flyers retain that 16th overall pick. With the 15th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL 2 entry draft. This pick belongs to the Anaheim Ducks. So the Ducks, again, they don't get lucky. They stay at 15th overall in the draft. With the 14th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL 2 entry draft, the pick belongs to the Montreal Canadiens. So the Canadiens retain that 14th pick in the draft. With the 13th pick in the 2023 PSHL 2 entry draft, this pick belongs to Chicago Blackhawks. So this is the pick here. Let me get my spreadsheet open. This is the pick that belonged to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So the Blackhawks will draft 13th overall. With the 12th pick in the 2023 PSHL 2 entry draft, this pick belongs to my Buffalo Sabres. So the Sabres don't get lucky and get into that top 2 spot. This is the pick that they acquired, or that I acquired actually, from the Minnesota Wild. So no changes so far. We have 11 picks left to reveal. With the 11th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL draft, this pick will belong to the St. Louis Blues. So there is our first change. The Washington Capitals, who were slotted in 11th overall, jump all the way into one of the top 2 picks. So congratulations to the Washington Capitals. And actually, funny enough, the Washington Capitals is that team that the GM got fired today. So congratulations to Jeff winning that lottery pick. With the 10th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Montreal Canadiens. So the Canadiens drop down from 9th to 10th overall. This is their own first round pick. With the Capitals jumping ahead in the top 2 spots, that slots the Canadiens down to 10th. With the 9th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL 2 entry draft, this pick belongs to the Anaheim Ducks. So the Ducks, again, this is their own first round pick. They will draft 9th overall and 15th overall in the 2023 PSHL draft. And the 8th overall pick. This pick belongs to San Jose Sharks. So the Sharks slot from 7 to 8 with the Capitals leapfrogging. With the 7th pick in the 2023 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to the Seattle Kraken. So there you go, St. Louis Blues. That would be Max's team. Congratulations. I mean, he doesn't need any help, but again, somehow this guy just keeps to pull lottery picks out of his butt. But he's going to jump up into one of those top 2 spots. Congratulations to the St. Louis Blues. With the 6th overall pick in the 2023 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Nashville Predators. So the Predators will draft 6th overall in the 2023 PSHL draft. Again, the 3 teams that are left here are going to slot in, dropping 2 spots. So the Arizona Coyotes will be the 5th pick in the 2020, no suspense here, in the 2023 PSHL 2 draft. With the 4th pick in the 2023 PSHL 2 draft, this pick belongs to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And with the 3rd pick in the 2023 PSHL draft, goes to those tanking Chicago Blackhawks. So the tank does not work this time. The Blackhawks drop from 1st to 3rd. Still going to get a good player at 3rd, don't get me wrong. But now the top 2 picks. So the St. Louis Blues and the Washington Capitals won those 2 slots to jump into 1 and 2. So the game will not let me reveal number 1, which I usually do. So we will reveal the 2nd pick in the 2023 PSHL draft. And obviously the other team will win the 1st pick in the 2023 PSHL draft. And the chance to draft Connor Bedard. With that 2nd overall pick in the 2023 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to the Washington Capitals. So congratulations to Max. Wins that first overall pick and a chance to draft Connor Bedard. So again, thank you for everybody. I look forward to Saturday and having an active draft. Thank you for tuning in to the PSHL 2023 entry draft show, and I'll get that file released for you shortly. Have a good day.